Welcome to the Point Taken Podcast. This is episode 28, available Tuesday, December 5th. My name is James Keeley. As with me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sam?
Great. How about you?
All is well. We're in December.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we are 20 days away from Christmas. Have you done all your shopping?
I really only have one person to shop for.
Okay.
No, two. I take that back. But I already know what I'm getting for that other person.
All right. Well, any spoilers?
Parents.
Okay.
Yeah. They're the only two people I shop for.
But no spoilers for... Yeah.
No, I don't. Well, my mom knows, but my dad doesn't watch, so I probably could say anyway.
Very good. So you and your twin brother do not exchange gifts?
No, me and my brothers don't.
No?
No, we never have. It's never been our thing.
It's a pain. I don't exchange with my brother most of the time. It's, or we do like a family gift to one another.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Sammy, what's on the show?
We've got game day drinks. We've got a recap of all of our action, and Axel Foley is back.
Ooh! So, like we said earlier, Axel Foley's back.
Very exciting.
If you don't know who that is, I mean, he's part of the culture.
I'm assuming the younger crowd even knows is how part of the culture it really is.
Yeah, yeah. The younger crowd's like, is he the one from Roses and Guns?
That's true.
Uh-huh.
I've heard his music.
He's that guns and guy. Yeah. Axel Foley, played by the great Eddie Murphy. It was originally he was not the first choice. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Apparently, the first choice that they locked up was Mickey Rourke. And they gave him like $400,000 and like a holding agreement. So he got to keep that. I'm sure Mickey's invested it well.
Wow, just non-refundable deposit.
Yeah.
Dude, some druggy.
Didn't use it on drugs and alcohol and partying.
No.
So then, I guess the script took years to write.
Oh, okay.
Went back and forth. So then they signed Sylvester Stallone to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he had just, he was on top of the world with a bunch of his movies. So he gets the script, and he apparently said, I thought it was sent to the wrong house because he didn't think it was good. So he rewrote it.
This isn't as good as Stopping My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah. So he rewrote it and it sounded like it was Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. I guess there's a scene at the end where the bad guy is mowing down on him in a train or a Mack truck or something, and and Stallone's in a stolen Lamborghini, and they're heading towards each other. I'm like, if the faster car isn't going to win this,
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to get to my death rapidly.
Just faster.
I'm going to look way cooler getting into my demise.
Which sounds like a Stallone movie for sure.
Yeah, and I guess it didn't go well. And then they were like, what do we do? And they, coming off Saturday Night Live and the first movie he did, 48 Hours, they were like, Eddie Murphy might have it, And 48 Hours was kind of a serious role, but a comedic role, but it had a lot of meat to it. That was his first role. He was 21.
Oh, he was so good in that.
So good. He was on SNL, I think, when he was 19.
I mean, same with SNL. Everyone was shocked how young and good he was.
He was ready at such a young age, and he was an absolute juggernaut. Coming out, everything was good. So we're gonna talk about this Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley. It's the fourth one.
Yeah.
First one was great.
Yeah.
It's in the nines for me. It's maybe a
Absolutely.
9.1, 9.2. Part two wasn't bad, but it's 7.7. And people should be incarcerated for part three. Have you ever
I
seen it?
never actually watched it.
I saw parts of it recently.
It sounds, the idea of Beverly Hills Cop 3 sounds bad.
They're like, here's what we'll do. We'll have Eddie kind of looking at the camera because he's really funny, and then we'll do that, and then we'll cut to something else, and then we'll have a lot of wacky things. He's in a theme park the whole time. So bad. It's a 1.4.
Oh, God. Wow.
It's
It doesn't surprise me, though,
so
from everything
bad.
I've heard. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So, and I'm skeptical about this one because Coming to America 2, I thought was terrible. Did not like it. Thought it was a real pandering.
Yeah.
I think Eddie kind of panders a little bit for some of that his stand-up acts, like Raw and Delirious, where there was a lot of homophobia and misogyny and a lot of stuff that through the 2023 lens isn't, great, but when you look at it and you see how clever the material was, it wasn't like he was up there just screaming, "Ugh, homosexuals."
I hate gay people.
Yeah, that was sort of, we were told by Anthony Fauci that gay people were trying to kill us all with their saliva. Look it up. It's true.
Unfortunately.
So don't blame him. Don't blame Eddie. But yeah, Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley has almost all the stars coming back.
Yeah, a whole bunch of cast coming back.
Yeah, Bronson Pinchot is coming back. So he'll, I'm sure he's real busy.
Yeah.
Old Surge is coming back.
Serge Taggart.
Yeah, Taggart's coming back. Judge Reinhold, another. How did they get him away from all his projects?
So busy.
Yeah. And Paul Reiser, you said, is coming back.
Yeah.
But they added Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who's a pretty big movie star.
I like his movies.
Yeah, and Kevin Bacon, who's been around forever.
Wait, Kevin Bacon's gonna be in it.
Kevin Bacon's in it, and then they brought back Jerry Bruckheimer, who produced the first two, and most recently produced one of the better films you'll see, Top Gun: Maverick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was back on Maverick. So
Okay, that's a good sign for this one.
I bet Eddie Murphy was like, "Okay, Maverick killed it. Can you please come back to Beverly Hills Cop? I'll do anything."
The Kevin Bacon one's a surprise in a good way. I feel like if he saw the script and thought it was bad, he doesn't need the movie.
No.
So I think that's a good sign.
He is doing like Buick commercials now, though.
That's kind of the thing with famous people now.
Yeah, he did something online that annoyed me. It was, I don't know what it was. It was like, support your local drag queen story hour at your I don't know. Something ridiculous. Go to whatever.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. But I want to talk about your top 5 favorite Eddie Murphy movies.
Okay.
I feel like our lists are going to be vastly different.
You know what? Right before we started filming, you said something, so I already know you're gonna hate my top 5.
I'm looking at the movies, and I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, because I don't want to miss like a great one.
Yeah.
And I go, Life, that's a terrible movie, and then you start snickering.
I giggled.
So I feel like you thought that movie was pretty good.
All right, so I'm gonna start. I'll go first.
Okay.
Top 5, starting with 5.
Yep.
And honestly, the first 4 were easy to pick. The 5th one, I had like 4 that I wanted to pick, but I went with number 5 as Nutty Professor.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I think that one's going to be one of those people aren't going to like for a top 5, but hilarious.
Yeah, it's good. Chappelle's in there too.
I mean, he just did great. He was playing 5 different people, and he did a good job with it.
He did. And sometimes you could do that, and you could play multiple characters, and you could kind of get full of yourself, and it could be ridiculous. But he did a great job. With it. Yeah. So that's fair.
All right, number 4, Trading Places.
Absolutely.
Definitely top 5 movie.
Way too low.
Number 3, Life. I loved that
Better
movie.
than Trading Places?
I loved it, but I also love Martin Lawrence. They were such a good duo together. I laughed my absolute ass off for an hour and a half straight. And I know you're going to hate that.
I just, I watched it once and I just thought it was a miss.
Yeah.
And Martin's great too.
Yeah.
Like, really funny.
It was definitely goofy, funny, but I love those guys.
Yeah, all right.
Number 1 and 2 was a toss-up. I really could not decide, so it was more of a flip of a coin. But number 2, 48 Hours.
Yeah.
That was number 2. And number 1, Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay. That's not a bad list. I'll go back and rewatch Life.
Yeah.
I just thought there was some dopey stuff in there.
Yeah. It was maybe it had a bunch of some children's comedy in there or something. I mean, it's still adult, but
yeah,
I think it was a PG comedy.
And
those 2 guys are R-rated comedians.
It's a little heavy, even though it's like a prison film.
Yeah.
In the 50s, 40s.
Yeah.
I mean it's kind of heavy material for 2 really, really funny guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, not a bad list.
Okay.
All right, my number 5. I'm gonna get heat for this because it's probably too low for most people. It's 48 Hours.
Well, okay, that is really low for top 5. Yeah.
That was his first film. I can't believe that your debut. It's hard to kill it like that, especially when you're 21.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but he was great in that. And then 48 Hours 2 wasn't bad. Normally they're not great. 4 is Coming to America. I think it's great. I think it was almost put down the list a little bit because I did not like the sequel at all.
You can't judge the first one because of the sequel, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Here's one that I don't know if you've ever seen, and he's not the lead in it, but he's like the second lead, is Bowfinger.
I did see it.
I love Bowfinger.
And honestly, that got pretty good reviews, but it's just one I don't really remember liking it that much.
It's so funny. He is so funny in it. He plays 2 characters. He plays this big action star who's a total prima donna nutcase, and then he plays his brother, who they're trying to cast in like a ripoff of him. And the brother's kind of like a simple, innocent sweetheart. And the juxtaposition of the 2 characters is great. It's such a great performance in that movie, and the movie's funny with Steve Martin and Heather Graham and a lot of other people. Number 2 is Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
And number 1 is Trading Places. Trading Places. I will never turn Trading Places off.
It is a really good movie. And Dan Aykroyd, he's a terrible actor, but he is always good.
He's so good. Oh, he's good in that.
No, I said he's not a good actor, but he's funny. He's just solid, funny guy to have in a movie.
I think he's been bad in some movies for sure. But I thought he was very good at Trinity Flake.
Yeah,
Just
they did great.
in another like role where there was a lot of ups and downs of the character and everything. There was some depth to the character. Just a real snooty, privileged jerk. And then both those characters, they really showed the where kind of class puts you and everything, and where you're held and how you behave according to like your level of financial comfortableness.
Yeah.
So your wealth is really indicates kind of how you behave sometimes, especially in certain areas and especially in certain jobs and everything. So yeah, that was an interesting movie and really funny and quotable.
And I don't know why her name's slipping my head, but the prostitute from the movie.
Oh yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
She was great in that movie.
Well, everyone remembers the one scene.
Yeah.
That was the first time a lot of people saw bare breasts in a movie. Yeah, she's gone off the rails, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Even that scene can't save her from her Activia commercials and activism. Yeah, sorry JLC.
Yeah.
You're canceled. You can come on the PTP anytime.
Anytime.
Well, yeah, she was in Halloween.
That's a pretty good top 5.
Pretty good top 5.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and rewatch Bowfinger.
Yeah. But, there's some other ones like Nutty Professor was good. A lot of people love Shrek.
So Shrek I had 3 movies that were like runner-up to the 5th place. It was Coming to America, as much as I love it, Shrek, and then Golden Child.
Golden Child is pretty underrated.
I loved it. It was like right there, but I didn't quite make my top 5.
Another one that's kind of heavy.
Yes.
Heavy, but he gets in there and he had this amazing ability to play like a tougher character and be believable but still be hilarious. Yeah, so he had the chops, man.
He was good, like naturally just good.
Yeah.
To be like 19 and famous, like you don't take classes, you're just good.
He usually like die a quick, horrible death. He definitely had some stinkers along the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw some of them.
So Rotten Tomatoes did worst 100 movies of all time, and he has one movie. It was number 4 on this list. You want to guess which one it was?
I'm gonna guess Pluto Nash.
1,000 words.
1,000, like he's not allowed to say anything, right?
Yeah,
Or he's allowed to
he
say
has 1,000 words, and then he can't talk anymore. That's the premise of the movie. That made number 4 of Rotten Tomatoes' worst movies of all time.
It's so okay. I never saw it.
Okay.
But the premise is, let's take arguably the funniest man in the world and not let him say many things.
Yeah. Everything about it.
And somebody's like, you just struck gold. Where do I sign? Here's my checkbook. I hope this is emptied and then refilled with all the millions you're going to make me after this. Yeah, 1,000 words. I never saw it. Never saw Pluto Nash. Yeah. We should have like a bad movie watch party segment.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay. You're not that thrilled about that idea. We're not even watching the good ones we're supposed to watch.
No, let's watch the bad ones.
Yeah, let's watch the bad ones. All right. Well, thumbs up, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You're PTP gold around here. I give you a 9.3.
Easy in the 9.
Is he on your top? Is he on your Mount Rushmore of stand-ups?
I would say yes. I mean, his stand-up comedy is just unbeatable.
Yeah, for me, it's like Eddie's on there, Louis C.K., Norm Macdonald.
I put Richard Pryor up there.
Yeah, Richard's stuff doesn't hold up as well for me. Obviously, a legend. Some of them like Kennison were so good, but some of it doesn't hold up. Dice might be on there for me. I love Dice.
So good. Yeah, he's such a hard one to like, but he's so good.
Yeah, I'll have to get on that list a little bit more.
You know what? Let's work on that list.
I know I'm missing somebody.
Let's have a segment about that.
I mean, Chappelle.
Chappelle's amazing.
Got to be up there.
Yeah.
But Louis, Norm, and Eddie, definite top 3, I think. All right, you getting thirsty?
Oh yeah.
Let's get something to drink.
Are these game day drinks?
All right, gang, we got a very special guest.
Hello.
The incomparable, yeah, the incomparable. You're comparable, twin. There's 2 of you. The incomparable Kitty Keeley is here
Welcome. Thank you.
to join us for a little segment of, I think, game day drinks.
Are these game day drinks?
Ooh.
It's like it's her. What do we have today, Sam?
Well, today we are drinking an old fashioned, and it's by On the Rocks, crafted with Knob Creek.
Yeah, that's some Kentucky straight bourbon right there.
So these are pre-made premium cocktails.
Yeah. We have not had a lot of success with do I do a little twist? I don't think you shake it. I think you like you gotta,
Shake it if you're basic.
yeah.
Swirl if you're
Swirl,
fancy.
yeah.
we have not had a lot of luck with these pre-made. There's just too much junk in them.
Yeah.
This one, they sell a lot of these like at Costco. If they sell it at Costco, I'm typically in.
Well, I think Knob Creek is a well-known brand. I like them a lot. So
Yeah.
it gives me faith that this pre-made stuff will be good.
Yeah,
Ooh, you guys busted out the fancy drinks too.
we did. I make old fashions all the time. And Kitty, what would you give my old fashioned?
Oh, 10.0
Oh.
homemade old fashions. They are delicious.
All right. So, and then what do you give this one?
Let's see
Let's
here.
see. It's definitely going to be a tricky one.
Ooh,
Like
got a
that's
nice
it.
bouquet.
Look at that. Those are terminology. That's pretty good. Uh-oh, I know this one.
I didn't. That face.
I'm not gonna get the same one.
That one.
I'm not gonna get the same one I got last time, where I completely nailed her score. But
She had kind of a cringe, like she wasn't super happy with it, but didn't hate it. So I'm guessing a 6.7.
I got the 6.7. Kitty,
That must be very obvious because I gave it a 6.8.
stay away from my woman, Samuel.
Man.
Work my way.
Oh man,
I'll give it
you're up.
Smell wise, like yeah, you can tell it's not like a freshly made.
Yeah, perfect 10 James
Yeah.
Keeley concoction. Tell you that much.
It's got a good strength to it.
Yeah,
I mean, do we even know what the strength of it was?
nah,
It's gotta be something good.
I'll look it up. 35% alcohol.
It's like 70 proof.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's double. Yeah. All right, I think I know what this man got. Catherine, what do you think this Samuel scored this?
I said 7.2. I think he liked
7.3.
it.
7.5.
We're all working together.
And it was decent. I mean, I like old fashions to begin with, and you can tell it's not like you're at a craft bar, but
Right.
I would drink it.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I'm going in. See, I do mine with the Luxardo cherries,
Ah.
and then I do a peel of the an orange peel. I set it on fire, put it in there, wrap it, zest it. Oh my god, I do a good job.
I don't trust myself with
Fire.
fire.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
cherries make it though. Those cherries are
Those Luxardo cherries.
hard
yeah.
to beat.
Okay.
See how you do this time.
All right. What do you think, Kitty?
I said 7.0.
Okay, I'm saying 6.9.
7.6.
Oh.
I liked it.
I like
I like it.
I assumed you judged it based off of your drink.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
Okay.
where I was going to.
I-
'Cause yours are so much better.
There's a lot of booze in here.
Yes.
There's a lot. So maybe that's why I like it.
This is great.
There's my medicine. 7.6. So I think we all scored it well within the range of game day drinks.
Game day drinks.
All right.
Big drink.
On the rocks, the old fashioned with what's Kentucky bourbon? Knob Creek.
I think they put in a small bottle on purpose because I think you'd be smashed if you drank that.
This is a stipper.
Yeah.
This is a stipper. We're not going big time on this. I got a bourbon guy. We're gonna bring on at some
Oh,
point,
yeah.
and that's gonna be
You would
Mr.
not like that. Ed.
Brad Taub. No, he's such a purist. He'd smash that across the wall and
It's just garbage.
judge me. All right, so he would not say game day drinks, but we're going for 3. Nicely done on the rocks, old fashioned by Knob Creek with Knob. Whatever. I'm hammered. One sip in.
Are these game day drinks?
You know, after a couple of sips of old fashioned, I think we should switch to something else.
I normally don't agree with that.
Let's get wrecked on this Monday night.
Nice.
So we should just do another segment of what, Kitty?
Are these game day drinks?
Nails it every time.
She sounds just like that girl.
It's a very tricky line, I can tell you.
What do we got, Sammy?
Well, we're back with an on the rocks concoction with this time with Hornitos tequila.
Yeah.
It's the margarita.
The margarita.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, man, this might be the best one that we had of like the mixed cocktail.
Yeah.
All right, Kitty, you know the rules from 40 seconds ago.
40 seconds ago.
If it's a Saturday and I'm drinking old fashions, I don't make that hard left turn into margarita territory
Yeah.
because that's definitely hangover waiting to happen. But
Now, if you think Kitty likes my old fashions, wait till she talks about my margaritas. Oh my god, it's the only reason she sticks around. She's like, just make me that juice, baby.
Oh, it's been hard to judge you, but I think you like that one a bit more. So I'm guessing she's going to 7.4 on that.
Dang, you stole my score.
We can
I'm going with 7.3. What is it, Kitty?
5.7.
I'm staying on this. No, because I saw her face. This is she's too busy smelling this.
You know what? It just she got me.
You're gonna ruin our marriage, thing.
I'm
You
going.
go in. Sorry, an idiot was talking to me. I know. He's talking to me.
What? What?
He didn't say anything. He didn't even know because he was stupid.
Oh, he had 2 sips.
Two steps.
Like I'm an idiot. Couldn't hear. Myself drinking.
What do you think he gave it, Kitty?
I said
He
6.9.
gets you 69 for the 7-1.
6.4.
I don't
It was good. Like
I'm trying it while you
it
review.
was good. No, it wasn't bad, but I did like the first one we tried better. I think it just mixed better. James is gonna stone face us over here.
Keeping it real.
Yeah. All right. What do you think I gave it?
I think it's a 6.8.
I'm going 6.5.
It's a 6.6. You guys are very close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely liked it enough to be a game day drink. That's kind of why I went with that 6.5.
Yeah. We've had better margaritas
Yes.
from the other companies. This is not bad. It's a game day drink, but I like the old fashioned a lot better.
The old fashioned was real good.
Yeah. The margaritas are hard to figure out when it comes to like the prepackaged ones.
Because we've tried quite a bit. I don't think we've had any Rockstar pre-made margaritas.
No,
I don't think anything made it over 7.5.
no, we'll have to check our records, but yeah, nothing. There was nothing over 7.5. I don't think.
And I think it's like, I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, it's pretty sweet. Like that's what
Yeah.
turned me off. It was just too
Yeah.
sugary.
So for me, it's a game day drink, Kitty.
No.
Yeah, sorry on the rocks. You were almost our sponsor. Whatever Kitty wants, Kitty gets. All right, that was another fantastic episode of
Are these game day drinks?
Never Get Sick of That. Kitty, why don't you stick around for the next segment, all right?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Sammy, want to recap the games?
Nope.
Where are you going?
Mexico.
We're such good actors. Sammy's leaving, so Kitty's going to finish the show with me, all right?
All right,
All right,
let's do
Kitty,
it.
you're in the driver's seat. All right, honey, you're taking over.
Woohoo, here we go.
I love when Sam's like, man, you got a great, easy life at home with kids and a wife. I want something like that. And he's like, also going to Mexico in 10 minutes.
Right?
He
That's real tough.
He has no idea what it would take
No.
to plan a trip to Mexico for us. I'm like, it's 6 months of planning.
At least.
4 people letting you down. Like, yeah, we can watch the kids. And then,
No.
oops, I forgot I have spaghetti dinner that night I have to go to. Kitty, we got championship week of college football. How did that go? What was the first game?
First game was Oregon versus Washington.
What do we take there?
We had the Washington team total over 26.5.
Yeah, we were shooting for the stars here. There were only 10 college games, so it was tough. 26.5. I thought we would score some points. What was the final, Kitty?
Washington 34-31.
That's over 26.5.
Sure is.
That was fantastic. Last Pac-12 game ever. Washington came to play. We hit this one early in the 4th, so that felt good. The beginning, you don't want to have like a winning record and boast about it like I did last week with the 8-1.
Well, you did pretty well.
Yeah, and then go 0-6, and then you're 8-7. But you're still 8-7 at that point. So now we're still up. We're 1-0. Yeah, this was tough because whoever won this game was, Washington was definitely getting in. I think Oregon would have gotten in with a 1 loss in the college football playoff, but not so much. So Washington is they're going to be playing Texas on New Year's Day in the evening. And Oregon is playing earlier that day versus Liberty for nothing.
Liberty.
Washington can go on to possibly win the national championship in the next game, and Oregon's playing Liberty.
Sorry, Oregon.
That's a tough one. Yeah. Oof. Texas is currently favored by 4.5 in that game, and a total of 63.5. I see a 63.5 total in the PTP future, but we'll see how it goes. Long way from New Year's Day. What's the next game we got, Kitty?
We got Oklahoma State versus Texas.
All right, what are we taking that one?
We got over 55.
Okay, so yeah, I said the spread seems a little high and the total seems a little low. Thought we'd hit on both of those. We did not. I picked one What was the final score?
Texas 49-21.
So I picked the right one.
Woohoo.
I did not pick the stupid one. Oklahoma State was getting 14 and a half. They got beat by 28. That wouldn't have been that wouldn't have been good. Texas, they worked their way into the 3 seed in the college football playoff. So, like we said before, they're favorites as the 3 seed versus Washington. They look good. We'll see who else got in. What was the last game?
We had Georgia versus Alabama.
And what are we taking that one, Kitty?
Alabama team total over 23.5.
A shocking take
Shocking.
to the PTP fans that I would take an Alabama team total. I considered getting Alabama at 5.5. That looked pretty tasty. You know, Nick Saban, he really has it out for the people that got him his national championships and moved on to other teams. What was the final in that score?
Alabama won 27-24.
So good. I loved it so much. I was all set. You took the kids out. You're like, we're going to the mall. I
Yep.
got a party to drop the kids off. Enjoy yourself. And all hell broke loose at our house. And I was outside with the contractor the entire time. But they won.
They won.
I'm good. I got to see it in very fast motion.
Yeah.
And we won that bet. So, that'll come up in a minute. I looked at 2 other games. We went 3-0 in football. So I looked at 2 other games. I looked at Louisville at FSU. Looked a little interesting. Louisville was getting 2.5. I thought about taking that. The over was 47.5. How did that end? What was that?
FSU 16-6.
Yeah, so I'm glad I stayed away because that was a garbage game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really bad game. I think there was like 55 passing yards by FSU. They ended up winning. And FSU kind of potentially played themselves out of a spot there.
They did.
You know, I feel bad for the FSU fans, but not that bad. We're all tied. If it's either you or me, it's going to be you.
Yes.
This guy's happy. What you gonna do, brother? And what was the second game I was looking at?
Michigan and Iowa.
Yeah, we were looking at the over 35.5. 35.5, that's low. Michigan could do that by themselves. How did that game end?
Final score was Michigan 26-0.
Another one I'm glad. Stay away. There were 10 games last weekend. I'm like, 5 look interesting, 3 look great. I picked the 3 that look great. It went 3-0, and we had the prize. The prize for Randall Alexander. Mm-hmm. So we took the Washington team total over 26.5. How did that do?
Washington
Yep,
Huskies.
yep, yep. And then Oklahoma State, we got them all. We got them all. 3-0. 25 pays 150.86 to some people who won. But Randy, throw him up here, won $603.45.
Wow.
Yeah. He owes me a beer and a half.
Me too.
Yeah, he owes us a beer. He owes us 3 beers to combine.
Yeah.
That was great. The other winner was Faye Chantel. She's getting 150 and 86 coming her way. And the other winner.
Money!
Big money for the wifey here. Big money. That's for you.
Oh, look at that.
Put it in your bra, but I'm not going to sexually harass my producer yet.
That's later.
That's later. I'm good we don't have an HR. I'm glad we don't have an HR department because it's going to get gross. Well, looky what we got back from the framer.
Ooh, I love it.
Isn't it pretty?
So pretty.
I love that. Took that over to Michael's. Got that framed up nicely.
Oof.
That's a good looking jersey there. Sometimes I've gotten stuff framed in the past and I get it back and I'm like, oh, it's good. No, this one's sharp.
That's good.
Thanks, Uncle Stu Patterson, for the donation to the Points Taken podcast.
That's
The Tyreek Hill jersey.
That's amazing, Stu. Thank you.
That's a very nice gesture. We're very happy with that. Stu and I have suffered for over the Dolphins for decades.
Many years.
It's almost like 30 plus years. Yeah. It's been tough.
Yeah.
So he got me that. I remember when Tyreek Hill played for the Chiefs, and some allegations came out against him, and I'm like, I will never support. He's great, but I will never support that guy. Hanging up in my house. Big hypocrite when it comes to football. Seems like he's learned the error of his ways. Hopefully he does. People have done worse.
He looks good. The Hard Knocks, he looks like he's really, family guy now. So
I hope so. People grow up. He was young and stupid, like we all were once, and hopefully he's making amends. So good for you, Tyreek. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to take that down and sell it for a handsome profit. What was the first game we took in the NFL, Kitty?
all right, we got Lions at Saints.
And what was the total?
A 46.5.
All right, we took that over. What was the final?
Lions won 33-28.
I love that. That was nice and easy. I was scared we were going to run into the NFL and get steamrolled. But we're already up. Even if we lose the last two, we're 4-2 for the week. I'm good.
Yeah.
That the Lions were up 27-21 at the end of the third. So it hit. It was easy. It was nice. They were throwing it around. It was excellent. What's the next game?
Niners at Eagles.
All right. And what are we taking that one?
Eagles +3.
And what was the final score?
They got crushed 42-19.
Now, we went to church to see your father, the great Don Owen, sing the Messiah. And we thought, okay, we're going to church. We're going to be rewarded for this. Not so much. I guess we were rewarded with a healthy family.
There we go.
and a lot of love in our lives.
Yes.
And I'm like, but also Eagles +3. Just Jesus' dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're okay. We're
Yeah.
4-1 so far. Last game, what did we have?
We had the Chiefs at Packers.
And what did we take?
Total of 42.5.
And what was the final?
Packers won 27-19.
That was easy. It wasn't that easy.
No.
But I was glad to get it. But at one point, they just got it to 43.
Yeah.
And it almost ended.
Sitting
And I'm
there.
just like, getting that 42.5 number was huge because you had 43
I had
on it.
43, yeah.
And you were like, okay, I'll take the push.
Sweating
And then they
that
kicked
one.
that last field goal.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Packers have been playing better.
Yeah.
I am very sorry that you had to root for the Packers.
It was a little rough, but again, it helps out because them beating the Chiefs helped out the Dolphins.
The Dolphins are number one in the AFC. Thank you for that.
Yep.
That was a very selfless grenade jump on.
Yeah.
This woman does a lot for me.
Yeah.
Even roots against her best interest. But the Bears are not doing
No,
anything.
there's no
so
interest there. It's just an ingrained hate of the Packers.
I get it. I can't really root for the Jets. I can root for Buffalo a little bit just because I like Josh Allen. Patriots, I also can't root for. That's tough. But yeah, I was looking at two other games. What was I looking at?
The Dolphins at Commanders.
Shocking.
Woohoo.
The team total was over 29.5 for the Dolphins. And what was the final score on that?
49-15.
45-15.
great.
That's fine. Got it by plenty. That game was over. I mean, they pulled starters. They were just running out the clock in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They were running out the clock in the third quarter.
Yeah.
It was a beating.
Yeah.
And then there was one more game. What was it?
Chargers at Patriots.
And I was looking at the Chargers team total over 22.5. How did that end?
The total was a whopping 6-0.
Chargers 6-0. Yeah. 6-0. What, I mean,
That was an awful game.
I thought, okay, the Chargers are going to put up some points. Everybody's kind of pointing their finger at the Chargers for kind of stinking and being horrible. Patriots are trying to tank. They're going to put 24 or 24 plus. But I didn't take either of those, so I canceled it out. I saved myself the juice. So, yeah, but stay away from them Chargers and Patriots. We're learning a lot as the season goes on. Early on, remember like week 1, I was 2-7?
Yes.
Well, the last 2 weeks, a 13-2.
Woohoo!
Walking around a little more around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, a little straighter.
Mm-hmm.
You're still as handsome as ever.
Oh, you're too kind. If I was 2-13, if I flipped that, I'd be. Can you lend me that money I won you last week? I need your $150.48.
Back.
All right. Last but not least, Sammy's not here, so you're gonna have to do Sammy's pick. What game did he pick?
He was interested in the Broncos at the Texans.
And what did he take?
He took the Broncos plus 3.5.
Your laughing makes it sound like you know what happened in this.
I mean, the Broncos are predictable lately.
What was the final?
Texans won 27-17.
22-17. 22. So he got 3.5. They lost by 5. Sorry, Samuel
Sorry,
Schaefer. Who knew that blindly throwing darts at a dartboard and not hitting would not hit bullseyes a lot? Yeah,
He tries.
yeah. He tries. But sometimes I'd be like, "What's Sammy's pick?" He's like, "I'll get back to you." I'm like, "You're not studying. You just don't want to open up the app and take scrolls 14 games." But he's 5-7-1 on the season. Not bad for someone who doesn't even watch.
Yeah.
Who's playing nude volleyball while I'm suffering through every game and every point and every every big play in a game.
Yes.
5-7-1's not bad when you don't care at all. But the PTP's record for the season is 66-50-2. We are 16 games over 500. That is very nice.
That's awesome.
You told me the other day, you're like, you need to look up Stanford Steve's
Yeah.
record. He's making millions.
I want a comparison.
Yeah, we're sitting in the mudroom over here. He's on the screen. So yeah, I mean, I'm available. Whatever, ESPN. You got some money to throw around. You gave all that Pat McAfee money. I'll take a sliver of that.
There we go.
So we moved a little bit. We'll show the graph next week. We bumped up a little bit. We're 56.9% of the season. That's not bad.
That's awesome.
If we can get it to the 60s, oh my gosh.
There we go.
Just stay away from the 40s. I don't
Yeah,
want to be in the 40s. Now that college is over, it's going to be a little tough. We got the bowl games, and then we got the rest of the NFL season. So
Yeah.
we got some time to make some more money for people, but it's going to be a little bit less. We'll see if we can get some money, some parlay tickets out to people. I got to do another one next week.
Yes.
Since I
You're
am
on a roll.
But it would have sucked if I had mixed it up into the NFL games and just picked the one loss that we had with the Eagles. That would have been terrible. All right, you got to stick around a little bit longer. One more segment, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, my dear. One more segment with you. It's so nice having you
It
here.
is nice to be here. Thank you so much.
Listen, Sammy's a good-looking fella, but I'm way more attracted to you.
Sorry, thank
Just
you.
saying, Sammy, that nude scoundrel. He's
Yeah.
a nude scoundrel.
Oh boy.
It's a little Spader.
Thank you.
Oh, Sam, you nude scoundrel.
It's a good one.
It's good
I
Spader.
like Spader.
You do. We all like Spader.
Like your Spader.
Thank you. Kitty, what else is in the news?
Oh, looks like the NFL commissioner Roger Goodell wants the tush push banned from the league, according to an article in the Atlantic.
Yeah. It's good talking sports while Sammy's gone with someone who actually watches sports.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Philadelphia Eagles found a way to make the quarterback sneak unstoppable. They got this quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He was not a great passer coming into the league. They said, "You're a great runner. We will figure a way to make it work." So they developed this play where they all line up, they crowd the line. They sell it so that they don't have to sell anything. They're saying, "We are doing exactly this. You need to stop it." No one has stopped it. No one.
Not once.
So they're like, "Okay, it's the tush push. You can't stop the tush push." It's a fairly fruity name.
Yeah.
Don't care for it. Someone called it. It's a Philly team. They called it the brotherly shove.
Like it?
I'm like, perfect. Let's all call it that.
Yeah.
Because the tush push, I don't care for. Yeah. So, the brotherly shove didn't catch on. Now we still call it the tush push. Everybody's still trying to get it. So,
It's easy. The
Yeah.
brotherly shove is too hard.
yeah. So, whatever. I like the brotherly shove better. So, what do you think? They want to outlaw this. Do you think they should outlaw it?
And well, someone was saying they thought it was too rugby-like. I heard someone, but I think it's effective. It gets you the yards that you need, and unless you can show a reason why it's not a football play, I don't.
Yeah, it's a legal play. They're
Yeah.
being creative. They're working within the
Yeah.
rules, and they're saying, "Yeah, this is what we'll do."
Yeah.
I think if you tried to run that first, second, and third down,
Yeah.
it'd get clogged, and you'd have problems. If they start doing that where there's no passing game, and they just crowd, and they start running out in that, then I would say you got to outlaw that. And if that's where they think it's going, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that. We want the classic system with a lot of, some of the innovations that we're seeing from a certain team.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Motion.
Motion all over the place, and not just the, run on first and second down and throw on third down. But, I like it. I think it's something that's like, try to figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah.
They only do it if they're at 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. It's not like they're doing it at first down. So, I don't know. Jalen Hurts is awesome. The guy can run, and he squats 600 pounds. So
gosh.
he's the perfect guy for this. I mean, every other quarterback has kind of tried it, but no one's.
No.
I don't think they've ever failed with it.
No.
I could be wrong, but it's certainly not more than once or twice. So, but the league wants to outlaw it, and I don't know. I just think this is a bad idea. They're all blaming it on Goodell, but it's all the owners.
Yeah.
He's just their puppet.
Yeah.
They're like, you get out there, let people yell at you. They're all such chickens, billionaire cowards.
Yeah.
They're like, Goodell, we pay you. I think he gets paid like 30-something million a year.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's really, the NFL, I'm glad that we have daughters who won't care, and
Yeah.
it just dies with us. This is a germ. You don't want this. It really, so many Sundays just dedicated to sitting on your couch and stressing out over people you have nothing to do with. You're screaming at a television, Sometimes your dad will come over and be like, they can't hear you. I'm like, I know, but it's just, this is a sickness. Let me be sick.
What was it that Keith said at the football game?
She said, if I had to watch an entire football game, I would be so bowed. Yeah. And so they're not continuing this.
No, I don't think so.
Unless they marry men who are like fanatics. Hopefully they meet some fishermen or something that are doing
Fishing's worse.
more. Yeah, it's a little more bold. But yeah, they're just like they're just watering down the league. No celebrations. You can't you can't do the peace sign running into the end zone. Tyreek Hill, they fine him, and the fines are out of control.
Yeah.
So
Their salaries are out of control, so I guess they got to find a way to make it.
well, the salaries are out of
impactful.
control because the owners of the league are gouging the fans. Every beer is $17, and they're like, drink until you throw up, and we'll let you rally and stay longer.
Yeah.
Set yourself on fire in the parking lot. We don't care. Get into huge fistfights. Punch women. Punch babies. We don't care. We're not going to pay for security. Security's expensive, guys.
Yeah.
Okay? We only have billions in revenue.
Right.
Billions and
Billions.
billions in revenue. They just treat you. I have no interest in going to many games anymore unless I'm getting treated like a VIP. I mean, when the show blows up, I will have to go.
Yes.
Yeah, and probably be a commentator and get all the perks. We know it's coming. Only a few more episodes, and that's how it's gonna go. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't trash the league as much, but I don't care. Unless you're paying me, you're not gonna stifle this guy unless you give me a modest salary. All right. That's basically the news. I didn't want to bring up anything negative. That's Sammy's.
Right.
I put that on Sammy. I'm like, Sammy, let's talk about something fun. And he's like, infomortality. Yeah. So I want to talk about we'll do a little. Are you paying for this segment? Last night, Sunday night, we're taping this on Monday. There was a concert in town. We had a few friends that went to it. It was the Mariah Carey Merry Christmas One and All tour. Okay, they're playing tomorrow night. So I looked up. I had the data from the Pittsburgh show. It was probably a little more expensive in Chicago, but we talk about this. We look at the set list and we talk about the tickets. Ticket prices aren't bad. I looked at the range: $54 for the cheapest one, $340 to the most expensive. That's not terrible, but there's a catch. The $54 tickets were behind the stage. Who the hell? I don't know. It's a slap in the face
Yeah.
to anyone, like
Only
any
has
fan.
$54.
They're like, yeah, you get a $54 ticket. They're like, get behind the stage.
Yeah. Good luck.
Do not, no discounts on food either.
It's not like it's backstage. It's just behind.
No,
the
it's
stage.
behind the stage so you can't see, but you can kind of hear.
Oh.
But you could get one that you could view in the upper deck. It was like 81, but then with, the taxes and fees and everything, it's like $100. So $100 for a ticket, but even like a lower, like decent one, you were getting for like $150. Okay, so the prices aren't bad. I mean, you and I are a little bougie with our
Yeah.
what we expect in an event, because once again, like we have to get babysitters and we have to do this and we have to do that. So there's a lot. So let's look at the set list real quick, and then you're a Mariah Carey fan. I mean,
Yeah,
you like
kinda.
her songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I said Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, who are you picking?
Oh, Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I know. Well, I knew that. I just wanted the audience to know that. They're both great singers. I think
Yes.
Whitney better. Whitney had a lot more hits, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially like she was blowing up in the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this. It's mostly Christmas stuff. I
all
thought she'd be like, all right, let's play like 8 Christmas songs. Of course she's gonna play All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
Okay, it starts off with Sugar Plum Fairy. That's,
Which is like I didn't know there were any
I
words
guess that's
to
an
that.
instrumental.
Yeah.
Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Okay. Splash Gloria. I don't think that's the In Excelsis
Yeah.
Deo. Okay. Oh Santa, Christmas Baby, Please Come Home. I know that one. When Christmas Comes, Sleigh Ride. Silent Night. That, I don't know. That seems like a drip for her to sing.
little slow.
Jesus Born on This Day. One Child. A lot of Jesus stuff, as you would
Well,
expect.
it is-
Yeah. And listen, you and I are big fans of the Jews, especially that one.
Yeah.
If
He's my favorite.
top Jew is Jesus. Second, I don't know, Super Dave Osborne maybe. I'm a big fan of Super Dave. He doesn't make who's your second favorite? You gotta think of that one.
Yeah.
Jesus is definitely one that we are sticking with him.
Yeah.
In the top, nobody's bumping off. Jesus Christ. And then I guess it looks like she does like a medley of Always Be My Baby, Dream Lover,
yeah.
Heartbreaker, Emotions. But it looks like they wrapped it into like one
Yeah.
5-minute thing.
So all our top songs. And
All her time. Well, then I guess she did Hero. We had some friends that went, and I actually talked to them, and I was like, I see the set list. What did they do? So she sang Hero the whole way. So that's legit. but I would pepper in a lot more. You can, keep the Jesus songs as we spoke about. I would probably dump, a few of these though. And then, of course, they're going to have an encore, and she's going to sing "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Yeah.
So I don't know. Would you want to go to this? Now you get hooked up with tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
We've been to some wonderful things. We got invited to Aerosmith recently, and they got canceled because Steven Tyler can't keep his mouth off of things.
Things.
I think he got himself sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, those big ass lips.
Oops.
Yeah, just keep that to yourself, Steven. Put it on microphones, not what we're talking about. What do you think? Would you go to this?
If it was sponsored or we.
No, like would you pay for that? Like with those tickets?
I don't think so.
I feel like a night out. I feel like we'd probably go do something else. I think you and I are going to Chicago Cut and
Right. I'd go for a fancy steak over Mariah Carey.
yeah. And you're a giant Christmas fan, so I think it like plays. It would be fun, but I don't know. She kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm a classic Christmas fan. If I hear Christmas carols, I want them like by the original singer, like Frank Sinatra or whoever put it out first.
He was a fabulous singer,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it was fun. I heard it was fun. The people that I talked to, I think they got like a hookup.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
When you get the hookup, it's
Sweet.
great.
There you go.
It's great. But you and I were talking about, because Mariah Carey and Derek Jeter used to be
Oh yeah.
quite the item back in the day.
Oh.
And that car commercial kind of annoys both of us. Because it's like, he's like working and he drives home and it's like, I gotta get you. And it's, I drove all night.
Yeah.
It was made famous. I guess Cyndi Lauper had it first, but then Roy Orbison recorded it before he died, and then they released it like 5 years after he died, and it became a huge hit. It's a great song. It's a great romantic, sexy, beautiful song. And they put it over Derek Jeter driving home to his wife and kids, which normally you'd be like, oh, that's cool. But he goes home to like a, $20 million house,
Yeah.
a model wife.
Right.
And everyone knows his past of slinging it all over the world.
Right.
Doing whatever he wants. I used to think that was kind of noble because he wasn't like, oh, I'm going to get married and then still do what I want to do. Which, I don't know. I have no backup for this, but he probably still does.
I'm guessing so.
His wife is probably like, look, I understand. This is who you are.
Yeah. And
But go ahead.
what was I say? When was the last time Derek Jeter drove cross country like by himself?
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a driver.
I'm sure he's a helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopter
He's been
pad on
driving.
top of the house. And he's like with 3 girls in the helicopter. He's like, I can't go for a helicopter ride
Right.
without a foursome.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, wife? Keep the kids up so I can say goodnight. But the Jeter, so the big rumor with Jeter was he would meet a lady, he would squire her for about 11 minutes, and then they'd go to his apartment, and then they would leave, and he would like kind of like dip into the other room, so they would like leave,
Oh,
and he would have like a goodie bag for them,
yes.
and it had an autographed ball and picture, like he says it's not true.
Thanks
It was
for
reported
sleeping
that
with
it was
me.
definitely true. I love the narcissism of that.
Wow.
I feel like I'm gonna start doing that after every show with you. I'm gonna leave like autographed
Oh,
PTT pictures
with me.
Yeah,
right?
be like, little something for you, my lady. It'll be special. Yeah, with you, not the dozens of PTP fans. But yeah, he says it's not true, and it's
Of course
kind of true.
Right?
Who makes that up?
No.
But I love it. It's like, yeah, there's some memorabilia for you. There's some baseball cards of me out there. But I guess it maybe came out of like the awkward conversation of like, hey, so remember when we were doing it 3 minutes ago? Can I get like an
I'm
autograph?
sure. Yeah. Let's take care of that.
My
ahead of
nephew's a
time.
huge fan. Yeah, so it probably was born out of necessity.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that's all in the bag. Have a great one. I think your cab's waiting.
Oh.
Good to see you. I will call you. I will. That's how he rolls. But now he's got that beautiful love story, and he's ruined a wonderful song. I drove all night. The video, it was with Jason Priestley and Jennifer Connelly, and he's like driving to get her,
Yeah.
and he's good looking, and she's really good looking, and I was more of a Luke Perry guy, if you're gonna ask me. I used to hate him when he was on that show, and then later on, I found out he was a pretty cool guy. I'm like, I'm more team Dylan. I'm more team Dylan than Brandon. He's better. But they're like driving and they have a little fight, and then she's like on the side of the road, like in some ridiculous outfit, like
course.
no one would ride on the side of the road. And it's just like a very sexy video, but not with Jeter, who's giving out autograph balls to the groupies.
Yeah. Thanks for a wonderful night.
Yeah. And thank you for a wonderful night, PTP fans. Nice cutout there. Please follow us on X at Points Taken Pod, on Instagram at Points Taken Pod. We really appreciate you on the show. We really
thank you.
appreciate everything you do for me and Sammy on this show. All of the tech issues that had me almost destroying my laptop early on in the process of this. You have solved them all. You are the best. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody for watching. We will be back for the Thursday show. Thanks again, Sammy. Get back from Mexico safe, baby. Haven't heard from him. Kind of worried. All right. Thanks again. See you soon.
Bye.